Hi, my name is Adrian Lyles, and we're talking about my new single, Formalize Me, and this is Young Entertainment. Hi. My name is Adrian Lyles, and I'm so excited to be FaceTiming you.
Thanks for picking up. We are really helping, we call it like masterclass moments. So we want to help
Okay.
kids that are, I shouldn't say kids, young people that are pursuing a career in entertainment. We're giving them like acting tips, teaching them how to get an agent, how to get the proper headshots, like that sort of thing. Because it's like if you have, dreams like you did and then you conquered and you made it happen, sometimes you don't have people in your life that can help you and be that resource to guide you in the right direction because this
Right.
industry is so crazy. So we like to provide like a safe voice with practical steps that young people can take to have a flourishing career in the entertainment industry, or at least, pursue it and make it a hobby. So some of the questions that I'll ask will come through like that master class lens. But
Okay.
are you ready to just jump in?
Let's do
Okay,
it.
amazing. Let's do it. So what was the process like in creating Formalize Me?
Creating Formalize Me was crazy, but it just felt right, like all the way through. And I kind of that's kind of the way that I like to do songs, where it's like if there's ever a moment where anyone's like, we kind of like we lose the flame that's going.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this the other day, but I was listening to a Frank Ocean song, and because everyone's like Formalize Me, like where did that come from? I was listening to a Frank Ocean song, and he says there's a song called Fertilizer. And I was like, that word sounds so cool. And I looked up like fertilizer, words that rhyme with fertilizer.
Yeah.
And formalizer came up. And I was like, oh, that's so awesome. And so I like looked up the definition. I was like, oh, like I could actually like make something out of this word. And I wrote this like minute and 30-second interlude of like, and I was like, this is Formalize Me. Formalize Me is going to be an interlude for a project. And I brought it to this incredible producer. His name is Phil Simmons. And I played it to him. And he was like, dude, like, you really just want to do this for like a minute and 30 seconds? We should make it like a full on 3-minute song. And he played me these drums and this violin that he was working on. And the song just happened. Like, we kind of just mashed the two together. And
Yeah.
then really like he built the beat out. I wrote the song all the way out, and we were like, oh my god, like this became a thing. Like it became a song.
Totally. So, and it was just you two in the room.
Yes.
That was it. That's amazing. How fun is that? I feel like sometimes the best things are just created in the moment,
Oh yeah.
impromptu. So I love that. And okay, so you shared how you came up with the concept because that was my next question. So, what is one technical aspect to your music that you kind of learned a little bit while working on Formalize Me that you'll use in some like more of your songs? Because I feel like as an artist, every time you create something new, you
Mhm.
also learn something. Like you learn something about yourself, you learn
Absolutely.
a new trick. So, what's something that you learned in that creation process that you'll take with you?
I mean, kind of in both ways, where on an emotional and like a technical level, where it's like I kind of write songs to sort of understand myself, you
Yeah.
know? And so there's plenty of times where I'll like write a song, and then afterwards I'll be like, "Oh my god, I didn't even know I was feeling this, but now that I wrote the song and I like am singing it back to myself, like this is exactly how I felt, and I
Yeah.
just didn't know how to word it." Like sometimes like
Mm.
the hardest things to say are like the easiest things to like sing or write down, you know?
Ooh,
And then
yeah.
I think in a technical way, just to like let it flow. Like that is such a it's so easy to get so lost in the sauce of like I need this to sound perfect right now, and I need
Totally.
everything to be right now. And it's
Yes.
like you just kind of have to let it mature and like become correct. You can't
Yes.
force it. I think art is something you can't force,
Yes.
like the art process of it, you know?
Oh, totally. And that's so true. And that's such like a tug of war because you want it. You're like, I want this to be perfect now. I want it to be a number one the day I put it out.
Right.
But then also it's art. And like that's
Right.
what makes it so good. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so that is a hard balance. Was there anything specific that you learned during your time on set of High School Musical, the musical, the series that you particularly took with you, like doing your own music career and creating your own music?
Yeah, Formalize Me, the video was full set experience again. And like that was like I think like my first time being on set since the end of High School Musical. And so I was like, oh my God, like, this is we're back. And so
Yeah.
it's just like it's very easy to see everything that's happening around you and be
Mhm.
overwhelmed and like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
and so like, because the High School Musical stuff was like a big operation of like 20 million people running and doing every single thing at the same time. And but at the same time, the way that it was on set was very relaxed and it just seemed like people hanging out and having a good time. Like everyone was kind of happy to be there.
Yeah.
And so it was great to like be on and like know like, okay, this is like a stressful experience that I have to be like super like on edge about. Like
Yeah.
it was chill.
Totally. It's like you knew you've been there, you've done that. So it was just like second nature to you showing up. You knew what to expect. Uh,
Absolutely.
that's so great. I love that. What is it like being inside the recording booth for you? I know it's different for every artist. What is your vibe when you're in the booth and what are you feeling? And do you love to be in there? I assume so, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I live for the creation of the music.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've always done and what I've always like wanted to do. And
Yeah.
so it feels like I don't know how to explain. It just feels like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like supposed to do it and supposed to be there. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels very like safe and like because like when you're in the process of writing it or when you're in the process of singing it out, like you're showing it to people and doing all this stuff. But in the booth, it's like just you and like a microphone. It's like, all right,
Exactly.
well, I'm gonna do the thing that I wrote down now. Like it's very easy to center myself and just be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, it's just you and the music. It's like the music at its purest form, you're right, like without having to perform it for anybody, show it to anybody. It's just
exactly.
you created and like what you were called to do. So I imagine it's pretty epic being in the booth. So from the music video, jumping back to that, was there anything funny that like happened off camera, like behind the scenes, or anything that like you filmed that didn't end up in the final cut, something like that?
Well, so about anything that we filmed, Christina, who directed the video, incredible director, incredible filmmaker. Um, she was so like she was on with everything that we were doing. She was like, I know exactly what we're doing and exactly how it's gonna work in the end thing based off of what you told me. So every single scene that we shot was in there in the way that we envisioned it. Like she was very like on it.
Yeah.
And then we were shooting the end scene for Formalize Me and then some videos for some other stuff. And like there's this thing where I'm like running through a field and a rattlesnake came out and like this
Oh no.
huge we were in this park. Oh my God, I can't remember for the life of me where it was, but we had like a dude that was there to catch snakes if snakes came out,
Oh
and he
wow.
caught this huge rattlesnake. It was mad too, like it was going towards the camera crew, and yo, like, and so we were panicked. We were like, oh my God, they're gonna kick us out. But he caught the snake, dropped it somewhere else, and it's funny because he was like, okay, like you guys should be good. Just don't shoot up by this tree. That's where they all hang out. Don't shoot up by this tree. And
Oh,
that's where we shot the ending scene where I'm sitting down at the end of the video. Like that's where we shot it, like right up by that tree. And so I was actually, my parents were there and they were talking to me afterwards and they were like, we already had a plan. If you got bit by a snake, we were going to run, grab you, take you to the emergency department. That's what we were going to do. That was the plan. And
oh
so
my gosh, were you like spooked out at all when you were by the tree, or were you just kind of like, whatever?
I'm going to be so real. I was so like content focused that I was
Okay.
like, oh no, they're gonna not let us shoot another take. We need another take. And so we shot
Yeah.
like 6 more takes afterwards because we needed them. And so
Wow.
I was like, dang, like that's kind of great. There's a thing coming where people will be able to see what happened. But
Oh, really? It's like a behind the scenes kind of thing? Oh,
yeah.
fun. Okay, cool. We'll have to look
And
out for that.
that probably takes the cake for like because that was the first day of shooting because we shot stuff out of order. So that was the first day. We're like, okay, first day of shooting, and then like this like huge snake came out of nowhere.
Oh, that's so crazy. And how crazy that like you have they orchestrated somebody to be there to like be this snake guy. So that's wild. Is it
Yeah.
always like that when you're shooting? Just like I assume it was in SoCal, or was it like specifically like that field is known for having snakes?
It was like so I'm in Glendale, and so
Okay.
it was like an hour drive away from Glendale. Like we went
Okay.
all the way out to this sort of
Yeah.
like kind of like reservation, and
Totally.
so they
Yeah.
had a guy there that was like I guess like a ranger, like a park ranger. And
Okay.
so what he would do is we were like, okay, so our plan is we're thinking about we're gonna run through this path. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay. And so he would walk through the path with like a net and be like, okay, you're clear. But it's also
Oh,
like we're clear, and then we like wait for 20 minutes. And so a snake can definitely like come through the path that he already checked. But
that is crazy. Okay, that like takes the cake for behind the scenes stories. That is
we really
so
try for this art form. We really try.
yeah, you're like, I'm willing to get bit by a rattlesnake. It's all good. That's crazy. Okay, so what was the casting call process like, or just the casting process for Formalize Me? Can you break it down even too for an audience who might not know the steps of like how to get cast in something, but I also know that casting processes are a little bit different depending on the
Right.
project, especially like I'm back in the day when I was in high school, I did a music video and I put a casting notice out on LA Casting. And
Word.
me and my best friend went through like we got like 300 submissions for like the lead guy. And I remember we'd go through and some of them were like really funny and we were just like laughing and some of them were just like really good. I don't know if that's still like if that's how you cast your music video, for you had other people take care of it. How did that work for Formalize Me?
So it was okay. So it was a very kind of like specific thing. There's a
Okay.
lot of videos where it's like we need dancers, right? And it's like and so like submit a video of you dancing and go like to Actors Access or whatever it is. And but this one was very specific. We were like, okay, we need like like slightly older to like I would say like late 30s to early 60s. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
need these people for like businessmen kind of vibes.
Yeah.
And then I needed someone that was like my height, my build, my skin tone to play like my double in the mask. And so
Yeah.
it was very specific casting rather
Yeah.
than like, oh, we need a dancer. We need somebody who can like just be in the video. But we were looking for like a specific like group of people. And so my creative director, Haley, she was like, oh, Adrian, here are like 30 submissions of people to play the businessman, and then here's like 10 submissions of people to play your double. And like you can read through and it has like, their details and the stuff that
Yeah.
they've done before, and they're like just pick. And so I was going very heavily based off of like look. And so
Okay.
I was like, oh, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. And then I was like, oh, and this guy's great for the double because he's like my
Cool.
height, he's perfect. And so you're very right, where it is just it depends on how specific what
Yeah.
the person's looking for is.
Totally. Yeah. That's cool. So you kind of got to do the final casting and
Yeah,
pick everybody. That must have been fun too to show up to set and like see everybody. Like you've just seen their headshot or their reel.
absolutely.
Yeah, to see them in person was probably so fun. Did you get to talk to your double at all?
Yeah, we actually talked for like most of the day because a lot of the scenes are shot with the two of us together. And
Cool.
so like in between every camera shot, he's a dope dude. His name's Vishay. He's like he's doing acting in college. He's
Cool.
real dope. And we just kind of cut it up the whole day. And he's such a nice dude. It's really funny. We were like, I was telling him, I was like, your character needs to be over the top and like just like all out. And so we did a couple of takes, and like in between each take, we'd be like, dude, like more. And he's like, do you like really like you want me to like? And I was like, yes, please. And then he fully just nailed the whole day of just being
Wow.
over the top and like this menacing force like the whole day. It
Yeah.
was great. It was really great.
That is cool. And it's like, I feel like sometimes in acting, especially in class, they want you to play it down a little bit because they want you, it's supposed to feel natural and real.
Right.
So sometimes it's a hard challenge to go over the top because it feels crazy at that point once you've been
Exactly.
toning everything down. I remember in acting class, like forever ago, I had a teacher put tape on my forehead because she's like, you move your forehead too much, right? And it's like,
Really?
now I feel like stuff is a little bit more animated, but
Yeah.
that's so cool. Okay, let me
Well,
see.
I do agree. I
Yeah.
think most of it is like playing it down and being
Yeah.
natural, because that's how human
Yeah.
beings are. But I was like, well, you're playing a character,
Right.
instead of like
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that high energy. Okay, cool. Let me see what I have next. I got so into that story. I'm like, where am I in my questions? That's too good. Let's see. Okay, casting process. Okay, so this is a good one. The entertainment industry is a challenging one, as we all know. How does it feel to have achieved your dreams of becoming a professional actor and a professional musician as well?
It feels kind of crazy. Like I mean, I've always wanted to do the music aspect. Like that's always been my dream. And I want people, like a lot of, I feel like it's kind of funny because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, like I'm starting acting like too late. Like it's too late
Mhm.
and all of this, because like if you want to, especially like with this sort of Disney family kind of vibe where people are like, you have to have done it from like the time that you were 7, and then you grow into it. But
Yeah.
like when I say, like, I'm so grateful for the High School Musical thing, because that, like, it kind of just happened. Like, I never acted in anything before, and I was like 7, I was 16 when I booked it, and and it was truly like me, my mom, and my dad trying to find some way to branch music to people that would like listen to it.
Yeah.
And I mean, Olivia and Josh were like popping with their own separate music careers. And so I was like, yo, my mom was like, you should try out for this thing. And I tried out for it, and like getting it was insane. And I think, I don't know, my expectations were so managed the whole time, but it changed everything. I got to do what I've always wanted to do. I met my manager, I met the label, I met these incredible producers and all these people that I've been working with because of the show that had happened.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of just trying to take music like all the way to the top, because I want to do like everything. And it's great because I didn't know I had like this like kind of enjoyment for acting until after I did it, because I didn't know,
Yeah.
I had never done anything like that before. And
Wow.
so now it's like I want to do the music and take it all the way, like I've always been talking about, but I want to direct and I want to screenwrite and I want to act in more stuff and I want to do like every aspect of everything, like
Yeah.
fully Childish Gambino all the way to all of it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's like that was part of your path and your journey, and it was supposed to happen. And you have this incredible platform and to share your music, and that's so cool. And I always think it's wild when I do these interviews and people are like, "Yeah, I never really acted, but I just did it and I got cast." I'm like, "That's amazing. It was meant to be." That's so cool. So if someone were to type into Google, like they were looking for your music, but they didn't know it yet, right? Like what would they type in? I'm looking for blank music. How would you describe it?
I'm looking for Dominic Fike if he cried more. I'm looking for like very genre blended music, like music that I can't put my finger on where it belongs, Like, is it a
Yeah,
rock song? Is it a pop song? Not really either.
I love it. That's
Um,
good.
I'm looking for Tyler the Creator if he sang mostly and wasn't as funny. I would say those 3 are probably the go.
I
Probably.
love it. That was so creative. Okay. And what's one message you want people to take away from listening to your music?
Oh man. I love this question. You're a human being and you are allowed to be and feel whatever and whoever you want. Like, I'm telling you, like, a lot of people feel like they have to be this one-dimensional human being, and you don't. You can be whatever you want to be, and you can be whoever you want to be, and you can be comfortable just being yourself and liking yourself, and you don't have, I mean, especially with Formalize Me, you don't have to change yourself to fit in a box for somebody else. Like, you
Mhm.
definitely don't have to. Like, that's just not that, I don't think that's ever the go. And just remember that you're a human being and you're allowed to feel a whole bunch of stuff. You are allowed to be sad about things and be happy about things and just feel them. It's great. You're a human being.
That's so good. That's so good. That's powerful. I love it. You couldn't have said it better. That just reminded me, I released an album like 10 years ago. I went to Nashville and recorded it.
Way,
It was called Anything I Want to Be, and it's that same message because it's so true. It's like, especially like being in the entertainment industry, you do feel like people want you to to put you in this box and you've got to be
Right.
this way and you've got to be that way. But the truth is, like, you
Yeah.
can just show up as you are and you are good enough and there's a place for you in whatever you want to do. So I love that. The message is so important. What should fans look forward to, like, in the future when it comes to your music? When can fans expect an album, an EP? Do we have any surprise duets? What are some things you can drop, some teasers, if you will?
We are full steam ahead on stuff. And I'm just, in order to not get in trouble, I'm just gonna say hopefully in front of everything
Yeah.
I'm saying. So hopefully there's some live performances soon. Hopefully a lot more music coming. Hopefully a really big thing coming like next year. And just more and more and more and more. We have been doing so much behind the scenes work so that all of the scenes work can come out in a big way at the same time. And so I think that we're really creating something that people can sink their teeth into and a world that people can be a part of. And hopefully we get it soon.
I love it. That's so exciting. It's got to be hard to like keep the secret, working
I
so
hate
hard
it.
on
I hate
everything.
it so much. I hate it.
Yeah, and it's hard for like I'm not a patient person. I feel like that would be really hard because it's like you just want to show the world everything.
Exactly, man. I'm listening to it and no one else can listen to it. That's annoying. But
Totally.
soon.
That's so fun. Okay, so these questions are right from the fans. If you kind of want to do them
Yes.
rapid fire style, I guess rapid fire. Yeah, that's what we call it. If you just
Let's
want to.
do it.
Okay, perfect. So, what type of music genre have you not used much before, but that you would like to create more songs in the future?
Oh my god. Disco. Have you ever heard like what's it called? Super ultra what's it? Oh my god, it's that Chaperone song. Where he's like, what's hold on. Give me a
Okay.
second. This is important to me. This is very important to me. Um Bro, why can I never find it when I need to? I have her vinyl here and I need to know. It's what this
Do
song is
it.
called. Hold on.
Oh my God, beautiful. That's
I
so,
am such a fan.
yeah.
Super graphic, ultra modern girl. Okay,
Oh, amazing.
that song is so awesome. Okay, disco, because that gives me like disco vibes.
So fun. I love it. Okay, and what made you want to drop Formalize Me as your first single?
Oh my gosh, it just to me, and I think to the whole team, it had this one just this feeling that went with it, but also on top of it, it was like I don't know any other songs that sound like this. It just feels so me and so
Yeah.
authentically me, and just feels like such a strange, weird introduction of what we're trying to do, and yeah, it just felt right. I remember when I got the song back for the first time, I was like, oh, this is what I need to be making. Like, this
Mhm.
is the kind of stuff. And so
Yeah,
it was kind of a unanimous through the label of like, this is the song. This is
this
it.
is it. Yeah, cool. What's been your biggest wow moment for you in your career so far?
Oh my God. Probably the Kids' Choice Awards.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. I watched those every year growing up.
Yeah.
A TikTok just hit 1 million today, which was crazy. That's never happened before. So I'm very happy about that.
Amazing.
Um, and I mean, I guess the song coming out is wild. Oh, Moroccan as well. I doing that performance. I did this 15-minute opening set, and people flew out from Hawaii, Boston, Dallas, Arkansas to watch me play 15 minutes. I played 4 songs, and they knew every word to the
Oh
song,
my
and it was
God.
what I've always been searching for. And
Yeah.
so I'm excited to do it again. But
Yeah.
those moments probably.
That's it right there. That's pretty unreal. I love it. What comes first for you, melody or lyrics?
Oh, lyrics. I'm a big old lyric guy. I
Yeah.
need to work on my melodies, but I'm a big old lyric guy.
Same. I feel like there's something like unless you've been in a writer's room, you don't really know the feeling of like
Oh man.
up with something, then your friend comes up with something, and you just come up like it's just the craziest feeling. It's kind of you can't really describe it like that
No.
energy bouncing off of each other. It's so cool.
When I'm listening to a song and then I go, oh my God, that's what that means. Bro, that's such a good feeling. That's so sick.
Totally.
That's so good to me.
I love it. Okay, we have 3 minutes or just a little bit more rapid fire, but this is all about music. So basically, rapid fire. Let's create a playlist. You're gonna create a playlist. So,
Okay.
what is your go-to audition song?
Go-to audition song. Stupid Deep by John Bellion.
Amazing. Actually, my producer wrote that down as I wonder if he's gonna say this.
I did because I did it.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, song to get you hyped up.
Song to get me hyped up. Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl or Hot to Go by Chapel.
I love it. Song that you wake up to that just like sets your tone for a good day.
Be Someone by Benson Boone.
Ooh, yes. Okay, a song that you tell everyone to listen to because you're just that obsessed.
Mama's Boy by Dominic Fike.
I like this. Okay, a song that you share with your bestie.
Oh my god, a song that showed amazing. There's a song called Celebrity Lookalikes by Slime Dan.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out. I like how it's diverse.
It's
I
very.
love it. I love it. Okay, what was your like song of the summer this summer?
Okay, it literally came out the same day as Formalize Me, but I've been waiting for this song for months. It's called Double Dog by Emery, and listen to it. She's so good. She's so talented. And I DM'd her when Formalize Me came out, and I was like, "You're so cool," and she responded. So I sent her. The Double Dog by Emery.
Amazing. That is so fun. It's funny that like you're saying you have like this fangirl, fanboy moments, like, and it's like, but you're a big deal too. So I wonder how they feel, you know, on the other end. They're like, wow, this is cool.
Hey man, I refuse to ever lose that, man. People are too cool to like not be excited about.
Oh, for sure. That's so fun though. That they responded. Okay, so let's see. Oh, favorite like Disney song. It can be an HSM song if you want it to be.
Favorite Disney song. Oh my god. I Can Go the Distance from Hercules.
Ooh, good. A good one.
Wait, hold on. On My Own by Rosalind from the Teen Beach Movie 2 soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
That's a heater too.
Good. So good. Okay, your favorite comfort song or like a song that you could just like cry to if you need to let it.
Oh my god. I literally have like a playlist for this. Oh, it's called Anthems for a 17-Year-Old Girl by Yule. It's not originally by Yule, but it was on the I Saw the TV Glow soundtrack, and it's so good. It's very good.
Ooh, amazing. Okay, cool. And then just your favorite song of all time.
Favorite song of all time? Oh my god, favorite song of all time. I already said it, John Bellion song. I would say probably Tear My Heart by 21 Pilots. That's undeniable. My name is Adrian Lyles, and thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to Young Entertainment. And thank you so much for calling. It was great to catch up.
It was so good chatting with you. Thanks for chatting.
So good to see you again.